Ephesians 4:26, it says, "Be ye angry and sin not." And I'm gonna stop right there, and I'm gonna say that because we're allowed to be angry. The Most High says we're allowed to be angry about the things that's going on, man, in the world. You know what I mean? And honestly, you know, if we're talking about government corruption, police wilding out, false flag attacks, you know, etc., etc., things of that nature, searching for truth, you know, these things, bother the powers that be. But like, I don't see why this stuff would bother you if it's not true. Like, Like, why would this stuff bother you if it's not true? So obviously the things that we're speaking about is true, man. And if it's bothering you, then like, I don't know what to say. You must have a hand in doing these things. But you know, I'm saying that because these intelligence communities, they target a specific group of people, man. And I'm saying that they don't care about the average Joe Schmo on the block that's drinking 40s and doing drugs and gang banging, man. They don't care about those guys. And I say that because those guys are easy to take down, man. They're easy to take down. You know what I mean? They have a case built on them already. And the powers that be, they actually like those guys because they can actually utilize them, man. So they love those guys, man. And hence the reason why you got a lot of these guys that's stalking you right now. you know so and to top it off, man, they fit their agenda because they're not spreading no light. They're not spreading light, man. They're not seeking for the truth. you know and in the last days, man, like, people are gonna start waking up, man, and that's who they're looking for, man. They're looking for the people that's waking up because I don't understand how somebody that stays to themselves, doesn't bother anybody, is a threat. I mean, and another thing too, like, honestly, if you're a shrewd individual, and I say, like, for example, if you keep outsmarting these guys, they obviously hate that, man. They hate it. They hate it, but it's like, how do I put it? It's like a game to them, man. Because if you keep outsmarting them, yeah, they do hate it, but the other guy on the block, like I said, he's not a threat to them, man. Like I said, he's easy to take down. So it's like a challenge for these guys, man. And another thing too, like, they keep refining the system. Things that go wrong, okay, they, like, these guys sit down, they plan a lot of things, but if their plans keep going wrong, when they plan it, they have to refine these things, and fix them every time. you know so a shrewd individual that keeps, buffering their plans, look, they want some, they actually, I think, to me personally, I would want somebody like that, to target somebody like that versus somebody that's, that's, like I said, easy to take down, man. you know and and I guess that's us, man. Like, I've always been somebody that's stayed to myself, and that's, I don't even think that's me. That's the Most High's protection, man. That's protecting us because the Most High's fighting for us, man. And like I said, they're looking for a specific kind of people, man. And Israel is the Most High's time clock, and not those fake Jews over there, man. You know, and that's who they're looking for, man. You know what I mean? They're looking, for the people that's waking up and trying to find God, man. You know. So right here you have Genesis 49, verse 9. It says, Judah is a lion's whelp from the prey. My son, thou art gone up. He stooped down, he couched as a lion, and as a old lion, who shall rouse him up? Who shall rouse him up? You know what I mean? So we all know that, the tribe of Judah is the head tribe of the nation, of all, out of all the 12 tribes. That's the tribe that Christ comes out of. And in the Bible, the tribe of Judah was always the first one to go into battle. That was the first one to go into battle every single time, man. The first one to stand up. So we're saying right here, who shall rouse them up? Now, with all these things happening, the tribes is getting roused up, man. And then this is what they don't want. They don't want that, man. They're trying to keep everything on the low. And this is why they lie so much and try to sweep everything under the rug, because when the tribes see this, you know, hold up, I'm gonna show you what the tribes is looking at right now. This is the state that they want to keep the tribes in, man, right here. You know what I mean? This is it. You know, and they don't want the tribes to get roused up, man. You know, because like when and this is like I said, this is why they're gonna put you on a terrorist watch list and try to keep everybody away from you. Because once the tribe starts seeing all this stuff going on, and I'm not talking about the 2/3 sellouts, man. I mean, I'm not talking about you 2/3 sellouts, man, because you guys already given in. I mean, once the tribe starts seeing, you know what I mean, the things that's happening, I mean, this is what they turn into. You know what I mean? They turn into that, man. And the powers that be, they don't want that, man. You know, but the Most High says, "Be ye angry." We could be angry, man, and sin not. You know what I mean? You know, we could vent, we could get our frustration out. You know, and this is what happens. And when this start happening, you know what I mean, you know, the tribes start calling on the Most High. You know, and this is why they're sending people to, like, you know what I mean, agents, you know, to come and distract you and things like that. You know, lie to you. You know what I mean, stir you away from the Most High, man. Because I mean, these powers that be, they know the prophecies, man. The Most High's prophecies is not gonna tarry, man. You know, I mean, if this Bible wasn't real, man, I mean, look, this Bible has stood the test of time, man. I mean, there's so many people that's tried to get rid of it over the years, man. I mean, from the Protestant Reformation, etc., etc. You know, in the tribe of Judah, you know, that was the headquarters of truth, man. You know, and you know, and in order to make, like I said, in order to make it in this world, man, you have to lie, man. You have to lie. You know, you know. This world is gonna hate you when you tell the truth, man. You know, I mean, when you really sit back and you look at a lot of these professions, man, it's rooted in a bunch of lies, man. I mean, everything. I mean, from the history, you know, teachers teaching you bull crap in school. Look at these psychiatrists that lie so much, these doctors that lie so much. You know, you got a lot of the police that lie so much. I mean, what I'm saying is, if these guys tell the truth, they're gonna be hated, man. You know. And what I'm saying, look at the lawyers. I mean, for example, if you have somebody that's, let's say you know this guy commit the crime. I mean, you have to lie for that guy, man, and get him off potentially, man. You know, you know. I mean, that's not really a good profession, man. You know what I mean, like, you really have to have a seared conscience to do stuff like that. You know, but you know, like I said, a lot of the things in this society is just rooted off lies, man. You know, and you know, and what I'm saying is, if you tell the truth, you will be hated on, man. You will be. So let's take a look at this. And a lot of people, you guys know this, you guys heard this so many times. John 15, I'm gonna start at verse 18. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you, man. If ye were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you. So why would the world hate you, man? I mean, like I said, if you tell the truth right now, I mean, a lot of these guys that's doing this stuff, these people are gonna turn on you and they're gonna hate you. So that's the Most High taking you out of that world, man. You know, you know. Like I said, if you were of the world would love us, man. I mean, for the things that we're doing. You know, it's only a select few individuals that, that admire what we do, man. You know what I mean? If you were of this world, man, it would love you. But like I said, if you tell the truth, it's gonna hate you. So this world is rooted in nothing but lies, man. You know what I mean? And the Most High is about truth. You know, he's about truth. You know, but a lot of people claim, to know the Most High, but I mean, obviously they won't do the right thing, man. Yeah. So, like I said, when you start doing things contrary to the world, I mean, I mean, they're gonna hate you. But like I said, you can lie and make it. Like I said, look at all the professions I just named. I mean, you can lie and make it in those things. You know what I mean? At some point in your career, something, you know what I mean, you're gonna have to make a decision where you're gonna lie, or you know what I mean, continue to lie, or tell the truth, man. I mean, and if you continue to lie, you'll be good. You'll be good to go, man. But and that's you being of the world, man. And let's keep going. Remember the word I said unto you: the servant is not greater than his Lord. You know what I mean? If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also, man. But all these things they will do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me, man. You know what I mean? They know not him that sent me. And he's saying like, yo, if these people knew the Most High, they wouldn't do these things, man. So they don't know the Most High. So hold up, we're gonna get into Wisdom of Solomon real quick. So this is the Wisdom of Solomon, it's chapter 5. I mean, and I love this. I know I've brought this up many times, or maybe a few times I say, but I love this, man. You know, because I mean, it shows you how these people are gonna be are in the end. And right here it says, I'm gonna start at verse 4. I mean, we fools counted his life madness, and his end to be without honor, man. So they think that we're crazy, man. You know what I mean? Because a lot of these people, you know what I mean, they've been fed so many lies. And it says, how is he numbered among the children of God and his lot among the saints? I mean, this is what they're gonna say in the end, man. I mean, how I love that part, man. How is these guys among the children of the saints, the children of the saints, their lot? I mean, we despise these guys, man. I mean, look at what we did to these guys. I mean, the entire time they were here. How are these guys among the children of the saints, man? How is they among the lot? Because they think that they're doing the right thing, man. I mean, and that's because they're not reading their word. You know what I mean? It said, therefore we have erred from the way of truth. You see, they've erred from the way of truth. Which means, like, you know what I mean? they thought they thought that you know, what these people have been teaching them has been the right thing the entire time. And the light of righteousness hath not shined unto us, and the righteousness rose not upon us. We wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. Yea, we have gone through the deserts where there lay no lay. Okay, this is the part that I wanted to get to. But for the way of the Lord we have not known. But the way of the Lord we have not known, man. I mean, remember Jesus Christ said that too, man. He said they have not known me, man. I mean, they persecuting you because they really don't know the Most High, you know, and they're not in the truth, you know. Yeah, I mean, so we gonna keep going, man. So this is a quote from Dresden James. It says, when a well-packaged web of lies has been so gradually to the masses over generations, the truth will seem utterly preposterous and speak a raving lunatic. And that's nothing but the truth, man. That's exactly what's going on now, man. That's exactly what's going on now. You know, and you know, and we gonna get into that right now, man. You know, we gonna get into that. I mean, if you're trying to stop people from, you know, reaching the Most High, you're trying to stop them from speaking the truth. The Most High said, is, you know what I mean, it's better be a millstone around your neck. Oh, hold on, we're gonna get into that. Luke chapter 17 verse 2. It were better for him that a millstone were hanged around his neck, and he cast into the sea, than that he should offend one of these little ones. So, you know what I mean? If these guys are, I mean, trying to learn about the Most High, and you're distracting them and telling them to put the Bible down and things like that, you know what I mean? It'd be better that a millstone is hanged around your neck, man. I mean, all you guys in the Freemasonry and things like that, man. That's leading these people away. You know what I mean? With the, you know, the New Age, you know, this Antichrist doctrine, man. You know, it'd be better that a millstone hang around your neck. All these professors and these, you know, these Scientologists. I mean, these guys are going to be made a spectacle out of, man. Not, you know what I mean? And this is what I really wanted to get into, but I had to show you this first, man. You know. Now, remember I said, you know, how these guys are making a spectacle out of us every day and showing reproach, you know, and having a good time. I mean, we're going to do the same thing to them at the end. And this is exactly what's going to happen, you know. And And when all that truth was revealed unto them, like it showed you in the wisdom of Solomon, this is what's going to happen, man. Now, this is the book of Enoch, chapter 27. And this is one of the angels, Uriel, and he's showing Enoch, these things that's happening in the last days. And Enoch asked him what it was, this accursed valley, and Enoch asked him what it is, and this is what the angel Uriel telling him what it is. He said, "This accursed valley is for those who are accursed. Forever." Remember, I said, these people are cursed because they do the work of the Lord deceitfully. And let's keep going. And here shall all the accursed be gathered together, who utter with their lips against the Lord unseemly words, and of his glory speak hard things. Here shall they be gathered together, and here shall be their place of judgment. In the last days there shall be upon them the spectacle of righteous judgments in the presence of the righteous forever. So a spectacle, man. The saints, all the prophets, King David, Elijah, Moses, all these guys, we're gonna be making fun of these guys in the end, man. All these so-called, big, philosophers and things like that lied to these guys. We're gonna be making fun of these guys in the end times to come. Remember I said, professing themselves to be wise, they became fools. I forgot what verse that was. So, like I said, this is their season to make a spectacle out of us. Even though we're in the truth. And we're showing them the truth right now on actually, and they're still doing these things, because they love the praises of men, Oh man, we're gonna make a spectacle out of these guys, while judging them, man. That's the same thing Elijah did in front of those prophets, man. Those false prophets. Remember those false prophets that he told them to call on their God to call down fire from heaven, and they couldn't do it. He sat down there and he mocked them. The whole time while they was trying to do it. It's gonna be that. It's gonna be stuff like that, man. Straight mocking these guys, man. Laughing at these guys. Pulling up their quotes and the things that they said. Against the Most High. The false prophets, the Pope, all these guys, man. These guys are a joke, man. Now, everything they did was for vain glory, man. For vain glory. Everything that they did. It wasn't to praise the Most High. It was for them. Vain glory. Including these entertainers and these artists, man. And I was sitting out here and I was thinking to myself, man, the only thing that matters in the end is, is your relationship with the Most High, man. That's it. And when I was in California, I would go down on the Hollywood Boulevard all the time, and I would see going to Hollywood, the Walk of Fame where all the stars are, and it would be a lot of stars on there that I recognize, and it'll be a lot of stars that I don't recognize, man. And I'm thinking to myself, like, man, if you have a star on this little boardwalk over this crosswalk, that means you did a lot in your lifetime to get this, man. But there's so many names on here that I don't know, man. And I thought to myself, it's all vain glory, man. A lot of these guys sold their soul to get that star on the boardwalk. Yes, if you have a star on that walk, you sold your soul, man. Because you're not gonna get no star on that walk unless you're a good slave. So anyway, yeah, everything that they did was all vain glory, because like I don't recognize a lot of these guys' names, man. And I said, like, as generation goes on, people gonna forget about you. So it's all vain glory at the end of the day, man. As generation goes on, it's all vain glory. Elvis was big back then. How many people are bumping Elvis today? Not too many, man. I don't know too many people bumping Elvis. All vain glory, man. And this is why these guys are gonna be made fun of at the end, But this is the world that they created, And they're trying to take people to to the pits with them, man. Right here you got John 8:44. Ye of your father the devil, and the lust of your father you will do, man. He was a murderer from the beginning, man, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own. He's a lie, for he's a liar and the father of lies. And that's hey, these guys' fathers. I mean, the devil, man. They do nothing but lies, man. Lies. You know, that's it. You know, and it all started in the garden, man. In the garden, that was the lie he told to Eve, the deception. That's all it's decided about. Lies and deception, man. You know, like I said, if you of this world, you will fear well in it. But if you tell the truth, you know what I mean. Watch how many people come out here and attack you, man. You know. Oh man. And you know, at the end of the day, man, they're just fulfilling prophecy at the end of the day, man. You know, that's one thing I noticed, man. So you know, I mean, like I said, like, a lot of these guys, man. You know, so, I mean, like I said, it's some of these guys that they are awoke, but they've chosen the side of the world, man. You know what I mean? Because they don't want to go through this. You know, so they just fulfilling prophecy. You know what I mean? I mean, when the Most High said He's gonna prepare you a table before your enemies, I mean, look how many enemies we got out here, man. You know what I mean? So He's preparing a table right now before them, man. I mean, this is what He's doing. I mean, so in the end, when this truth is revealed, you know what I mean? You know, look how many enemies we got coming up against us out here, man. You know, when in the end, when all this is revealed, man, you know what I mean? These people are gonna be shocked. Like I said, and ask again, how is there a lot among the saints, man? You know what I mean? I wish I endured, man. I wish I endured just like them for a season. You know what I mean? Then to get what's coming to me now, man. You know, they just fulfilling prophecy, man. You know, and they don't even know it. They don't even know it. So with that being said, man, I'm out. I mean, all praises to the Most High. This one was a little long. I didn't even intend for it to be this long. But, you know, all praises to the Most High, man.